Yo, it's your boy Logos. And if you ask me, Hasan perfectly personifies everything wrong with Twitter and our current generation. And that's just me. That's just my opinion. And of course, there are tens and tens of thousands of people who disagree with it. I don't understand how his Twitch is so popular, but considering the stuff we saw over the past 5 to 10 years, should I really be shocked? So many people, so hateful, galvanized, willing to share an opinion on Twitter that nobody asked for. People getting offended over things that nobody asked for. And also at the same time trying to act righteous. But then when somebody disagrees with them, it's a racist thing, it's a sexist thing, it's a colonialism, white people, Western superiority type thing. It's really just very simple minded and idiotic. I've seen a few of his content online. Actually, I've been watching a few more stuff the past couple of days, but you can only take so much. But I want to react to Willie Matt's video because I've done one of his videos before, and I think he was talking about Hasan. But the recent stuff with Israel and Gaza, the stuff with the Houthis and the bullshit he pulled last week, interviewing a fucking pirate and acting like he's damn Luffy on One Piece, like this man's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke who this man is. And I don't know who's a bigger joke. Him, his viewers, or me for giving them a few hours of my life. But it is what it is. I react and talk about a lot of stupid shit. So the song could just fit right in that category. I'm curious to see what he said and done this time. And I think they actually have a part in this video when they talk about Israel and Gaza. Yep, Israel and Palestine. So that's gonna be a very rich fountain of intellect, calmness, and just high level debate skills that you'll probably see among the philosophers of Greece in ancient times. Not really, but let's get into it.
Hasan is the biggest left-leaning political streamer in the world, informing people on news, wars. Hasan is the biggest left-leaning political streamer in the world, informing people on news, wars.
Baying pig, you bloodthirsty, violent pig dog.
Court cases,
psychopathic, bloodthirsty fantasies that they've all had,
and culture.
Yeah, here's my opinion about Cal Rittenhouse. Yeah, I know you didn't ask, but here it goes anyway. Don't attack somebody and expect them not to defend themselves. From my understanding, everything I've seen and known, Cal Rittenhouse didn't initiate this. He defended himself. If you have a problem with that, suck a dick and die.
Cultural debates.
You are just a trans person. Sorry, you don't know what the you're talking about.
But he is not informed or consistent on any of it, making arguments as if he's some sort of military missiles expert.
Do you think that that is a misfire from a rocket? Because I've shown you the misfires from Hamas rockets. It does not look like that.
If someone shares a different opinion that he doesn't agree with, he calls them racist, transphobic, genocidal, whatever will discredit the critics so he doesn't have to actually engage with their argument.
You bad faith, apartheid defending, bloodthirsty, genocidal freak.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
It's so easy to pop off and say that crazy raw shit with no actual substance when you know the person can't actually talk back, either because he's reacting to an article or because he's going off with a chatter. Hasan is not a person that will let somebody have a go back and forth with him. No, he'll just scream, yell, throw out an insult, throw a label at you, and then ban you. When you really did nothing to deserve it. Like he's a joke. A funny joke.
No handlebars.
I don't know why anyone would be surprised with Hasan. His entire life is a hypocrisy. He's a multi-millionaire socialist with a 200.
Well, he's a fucking phony. Him, FD signifier, whatever that T girl, whatever dumbass. But all these people that talk about hating capitalism and oppressive capitalism, they have no problem taking ad revenue and money from capitalism. These people are absolute joke. And these are the same people that I say look out for when they talk about civil war and changing the system. Like, these people are phony as hell. And they're so simple-minded and angry and think they know it all that they'll destroy everything, but at the same time benefiting from that same system and have no skills, no knowledge, or idea of a better way of life, no matter how much they try to preach it. Fuck them. Fuck everyone else like them.
$1,000 car, living in a $3 million mansion. But remember, he only bought the car because he wanted his community to have fun. He didn't actually want it.
Bro, this is why I do this stuff, okay? This is why I was like, I might not even buy this car in the end if it's like, too much of a hassle. But like, I literally do this for that.
Yeah, he spent 150 grand on a car so Austin Ox can make a 30-second video.
No, literally. Yeah, so we can.
Yes, a video. So he bought the car for the community so he can make a video about it that he's going to post online for them to see and then make money off of. Really? Or if he's not going to post online, he's streaming it and he's making ad revenue and subs from that too. Like, come on, how stupid do you have to be to buy into this guy?
I'll have fun.
That's how good he has it, baby.
So no, I mean I'm not even kidding. Yeah, so my community can have fun. Like
He bought it because he's really generous, guys. Remember, Hasan lives on a basic necessity budget.
They live on a basic necessity budget for the most part anyway, okay?
This guy wears outfits that cost more than most people's cars, but hey, basic necessity budget. I don't care if people are rich, it's their money, they earned it, spend it however you want. My problem is Hasan makes it sound like he does it for you. He is completely self-serving. He will actively advocate for the removal of copyright law because he steals content en masse. His business strategy is to stream for as long as possible. So oftentimes he has nothing to do but watch other people's content. He's not even there for a lot of it. When called out for this, it's not like he's honest and says he doesn't care. He twists his laziness into making it sound like he's doing everyone else a favor.
I think that as far as like rigorous control over IP, I personally don't have it. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's a good thing.
What do you mean you don't believe in it? I don't understand what that means. You think that people should be able to steal your videos and upload it?
Yeah.
Of course he's not worried about protecting his own IP. It's worthless. Nobody wants to react to him. The channel that re-uploads his VOD struggles to break 2,000 views a video. The channels that do well are the ones ripping him reacting to other people's content, often unfairly.
So do not believe in IP personally, so much so that I've allowed everyone to literally do whatever the fuck they want with my IP. That's why there's like 1,000 different fucking Hasan Abi fan channels out there, some of which have hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
Listen, he's so full of shit. And he's not the only person that will allow their fans to do that, because I know Asmongold does that. Another guy I watched, Daquan, he does that too. But here's the thing. You shouldn't be making it into a law where people could just take people's content. You should be able to either have it under copyright or they already say, I don't care. You can't just make a law and say everybody should just take whatever without any consequence. If you want to decide to do that with your own content, that's cool. That's your content. That's your channel. And you have the right to actually go and take those videos down or get money off them if you wanted to. You made that choice to do that or not. You are full of shit. People don't have to think the same way you do, Asmongold, or other people do. Sometimes people are cool with certain people that they know personally or over time through their channel posting it, and not random strangers. It all depends on the person. It's not up to you to decide. It should be up to lawmakers to decide. Let it be where it is. But you know, he's a grifter, full of shit. He needs everything to be fine so he can keep being full of it. That was that Obama and the old Queen of Britain together. That's just okay, whatever.
Stealing Hasan's content is just stealing other people's content.
In a perfect world, I think that content of this sort would be heavily subsidized by government subsidies in the arts, in the field of art.
You would be subsidized?
Everyone.
This motherfucker acts like he's innovating on something. Yeah, Hasan, our tax dollars should go to you, bro. Electric cars and oil? No. Hasan sitting in his room watching MasterChef? Take my money. Hasan recently has admitted that he's broken boundaries when it comes to copyright, but he claims he's making efforts to be better.
I myself have absolutely been someone who has broken some of those boundaries, but I usually try to.
Which boundaries did you break?
One of the things is, I think you'll agree with this as well, is just like don't leave the video running when you get up.
100%.
To go pee.
Yeah, you can't.
That's like pretty basic.
He's never stopped doing this. He does it multiple times a stream.
I have to pee. I'll be back. Hold on, I gotta pee. I'm sorry.
National correspondent.
I gotta pee.
So in a way, go in the coal mines.
It's actually more typical for him to unpause the video when he leaves.
Very odd. I have to pee real bad.
Because they knew that if they were really going to sell this
broadcast. Hold on, I gotta pee real quick.
I have never seen Hasan not once pause the video when he goes to the bathroom. One time he almost thought about it, but he couldn't quite bring himself to do it.
I gotta pee again.
Went from actually not supporting Trump to wanting Trump's endorsement really bad and getting able to win. And over this whole time, you kind of...
So I recognized that was wrong. I stop doing that.
He's just lying to Ethan when he says this, and that's because he never wants to be seen as the bad guy. He will always frame himself as the righteous victim. You see, the real reason why his son steals other people's content is because he was just a poor boy growing up in Turkey.
If you want to understand why I have this opinion, look, I grew up in Turkey. We did not have access to movies when I was growing up that in a timely manner. We did not have access to video games when I was growing up in a timely manner. And the only way I was able to enjoy all of these video games when I was growing up in Turkey was cracked video games. There's a massive black market.
That has nothing to do with anything anyone's talking about. Hasan isn't redistributing YouTube videos to people who can't watch them. He's just restreaming them. And when his fans would challenge him on his React content, he'd ban them.
Making you react harder to your conversation than when the chair reacts to a video. Okay, take an hour off.
Classic.
Got some Skippy, rub it on my balls, smear it real good, feed it to the dog.
Hasan is a socialist, meaning he thinks employees should have direct control over company decisions, otherwise they might as well just be slaves.
And this process is so inherently undemocratic, which is why it's always weird when we fucking talk about, which is why it's so weird when we talk about like how much better we are than like, you know, older organizations. Oh man, we're so much better off than fucking living in a feudalist society. Like, come on, it's like.
Does he really think feudalism was better? Prove it.
Are you stupid? Like, come on. Okay, now you want to get in some history. Are you really thinking that working from 9 to 5 and making however much money you make, if it's in the West, is significantly more, but you know, having the freedom to change jobs, quit a job, health benefits, scalable pay depending on what you work and what your career and field is, all that is somehow worse than, you know, in medieval times when you had a piece of land probably owned by your master or your lord and you couldn't leave it, and you had to worry about a war or a random raid from an invader country coming and just swooping through your fields, killing you, killing your sons, taking your wife and your daughters into slavery and do whatever they want with them. Is that really better? Come on, man. Like, really? Like stuff like that, you just can't think and then actually have it come out of your mouth. Really? Let's be serious right now. Medieval times, you could at least say something ridiculous or more recent, like the Industrial Revolution or something. But medieval times, bro, this is stupid. Like, all right, it's all cool till you get raided by a Viking or you get fucking attacked by another country or another nation who just so happen to have hundreds or decades of hatred towards your country. But you were just born within the past 30 years and you have no idea about this. Like, come on, this is so ridiculous. A previous country, another country that's your neighbor, could invade you because they lost a war to you. But you weren't even alive when that war took place. And you always lived out in the country, tending to your farm, so you didn't even know about this war to begin with. But only thing you know, you see all these horsemen and soldiers running towards you, about to take you, in the best case scenario, take you alive and enslave you, or, you know, more likely kill you. Yeah. Medieval times was a breeze. This dumb fuck. And I'm pretty sure this idiot will probably say something about, you know, patriarchy and this and the other. Like, do you not think about that either? As much as this guy talk about, you know, the ruling class, lording over us, you want to go back to medieval times where you literally had kings and lords? Like, stupid, man. Just straight dumbass, bro.
Run your stream like this. He doesn't because he knows it would slow down his business.
And you're supposed to sit there and go, yeah, you know what? This is actually appropriate. Because, like, hey, guess what? I'm too stupid to make that decision for myself. I'm too stupid to make that decision for the entire company. We can't get together as an entire company and make this decision ourselves on where the profits should go. Where should we actually, should we invest it back into the business? Should we invest it back into a better compensation structure?
According to him, he doesn't even do the bare minimum when it comes to the people that work for him. Do mods and editors get a say on what Hasan gets to cover on stream that day? Does he profit share with them and provide benefits? No, they don't even get paid.
Are you paying, right?
That's crazy.
A percentage or something proportional to the millions that you're making off Twitch, right? Does that carry over to your Twitch? So sure, I believe you for your podcast.
To who? To what?
To editors, to moderators.
Yes.
So you're paying moderators or a head of moderation?
No, not editors and not moderators.
So no one.
So
you gotta
who?
love how he's just down to lie if Train
Yeah.
didn't press him. He then brags about how he still paid the editor for his podcast, even when his podcast wasn't making money yet.
There are a lot of situations where a venture that you get into is not actually making money, right? And I think people are still generating some sort of value even when they're not actually making money, because even when the business itself is not actually making money, because the business could potentially make money in the future.
He's acting like he's being generous. This is how every startup works.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
owner still pays the employees
That's how
even
they
when the
gonna work.
business isn't profitable yet. Elon Musk with Tesla would be considered the biggest socialist in the world if that was the case. Here's the thing. Hasan is lying when he's saying he's taking a financial risk by starting this podcast. All he does is crowdfund the money from Patreon to pay his editor. Wow, this guy is so generous. He lets you pay for.
He makes his viewers pay for his own editors. Like, oh my goodness, what a piece of shit socialist. As much as you talking about wanting to share it all and have equal, work in and all this other stuff, you still want to make your viewers pay your editor, but just don't reap the profits of whatever you get from ad revenue or sponsors through your podcast. This nigga's a phony. A damn phony. And if you watch him and support him, you are an idiot. You are a dumbass. Hopefully you won't be a dumbass forever. You're probably not a dumbass about everything. But when it comes to this and Hasan, you are stupid.
His employees. So between his free labor force, content theft, and his bare necessity budget, I fail to see how this guy practices what he preaches.
But it's really frustrating that this is a fundamental thing I believe in and I advocate for and I practice what I fucking preach, and yet motherfuckers still always say that I am actually fake.
It's cause you are. Hasan being a socialist is sort of like me being a Catholic. We both say we are those things, but in practice, those words don't carry any weight.
I did it my way.
Hasan is just bad at news, dude.
That is a damn good song. I don't care how old you are. I don't care where you come from. I don't care about any type of category. My Way by Frank Sinatra is a fucking classic. Absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that the Kingsmen used that song in their trailer, because if it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't have heard of it, to be honest with you.
There's no other way to put it. That guy will sit there and speak with absolute authority while the article he has open on stream is proving him wrong. Hasan would debate with a viewer over trans women competing in women's sports and breaking world records.
Please stop. You're not making any good arguments. No, the only reason why I'm not making any good arguments to you is because you are transphobic, and that's the unfortunate reality, and it's probably not going to change.
This guy didn't even say anything hateful.
How strong-minded, what a good debater Hasan is. He says women and men should be competing in sports. A woman that transitions, a man that transitions to a woman shouldn't be playing in women's sports, and he's transphobic. I'm sorry, like this whole thing with the trans thing is confusing. It's ridiculous. If you're a man and you're born a man, you shouldn't be competing with women in any type of physical sport. Maybe you could compete at checkers. Yes, of course. That has nothing to do with physical strength. But everything that does, you're a loser. You are a loser. You are pathetic. You are truly pathetic. You ruin their own game because you can't get it through your head that it's not the same. You're not equal to them. You still have all the strength of a man. Fuck you.
He just didn't agree with Hasan, so now he's transphobic.
Or they're literally breaking records after records, not just participating. Wrong. You are wrong. You are making that up. You have read like 3 articles from like 3 random edge cases. You are wrong. Show me.
It's right there in front of you. Just read. When one of Hasan's trans fans would chime in and say that Hasan's doing a bad job arguing for trans people, Hasan can no longer just write them off as being transphobic. So instead, Hasan decides to be transphobic.
Here's the other part. Like, you, for the record, my issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day. Okay? There you go.
This is your ally. Like, seriously, how far has the bar fallen where this idiot is called like an ally or on the right side? Like I said, if you watch him and generally agree with him, there is something wrong with you too.
Suck my dick. I despise you. I despise you more than anything else on the planet.
I didn't know Hasan had a dick. I didn't want to assume his gender. I thought he had a vagina, but surprises are abound today.
You are fucking cancer, okay? You are cancer in this community, and you're cancer in every community. Suck my dick. For the past 15 months, you've been able to fucking hide in these ranks. You catboy. Move your catboy ass out of here. You are never welcome. You are never going to be unbanned. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how much you want to get unbanned, I will never unban you. You are now banished into the fucking shadow realm, okay?
That might be good for your psyche. If you're banned from Hasan chat, you're probably gonna do a little bit better in life. Like seriously. You might not be able to see that way at first, like when you first leave a cult, because you don't have nowhere to go. You need to find a channel though. But you'll do good. Trust me. You'll be perfectly fine without having that idiot in your ear. Fill you up with nonsense every evening, every day, and consuming this content. Trust me, you'll be good.
Actually, the closest trait Hasan has to being a socialist. If you disagree with him in any way, he will publicly demonize you and then execute you live on stream.
And that's because that's the most power he has. If he was a leader in government and somebody tried to attack him or disagree with him, and he thought as like some type of attack on his power or his position, you don't think he'll put you in jail too? I'm telling you, man, don't trust these people that try to act so good and nice and like socialism is the answer and we just need to get along. These people will fuck you up if you disagree with them. And we've seen that already through history. I don't know why some of these idiots want to buy into it and think, no, it won't happen here. We'll do it differently. We'll work it out. It'll be perfectly fine. Like, no, it won't be. You're an idiot.
Like you. I'm going to make this very clear. If you are this type of person, I don't like you. I don't want you to be in here, okay? Or if you're going to be in here, you need to fucking know your place. You need to know your place. Your place is this, okay? It's not this. It's this. You can stay in here and watch. You're not going to be able to fucking write in the chat.
All this person did was say that he was bad at arguing for trans people, which he is. He can't even be bothered to read. When the Kyle Rittenhouse trial was going on, Hasan would ignore all the evidence being presented in the case and just write off everyone as bloodthirsty murderers.
Imagine risking your life for someone else's property. I mean, he wasn't even like technically risking his life.
You're also dumb. Imagine risking your life for somebody else's property. If I have a personal relationship with you because you're my friend, or you're like let's say it's like my girlfriend and it's her family. Like, are you serious? Like, how is that? People are so simple-minded and stupid. They rather say you're wrong for defending your property or somebody else's property that you know, compared to saying, hey, don't break shit, don't burn stuff down, don't destroy stuff. That's not gonna do anything for you. Like, these people are so dumb, man. And I know I said it like 5 times already, but I'm gonna keep saying it. Because there's gonna be more stupid stuff going forward. We're only 11 minutes in this nonsense. We still have the U.S. base. We still have Palestine. We still have Ukraine. This dumb fuck gonna keep going on. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna have to chop this up into like 3 or 4 videos for this idiot.
He was trying to get a legal kill. Like, that's what he was trying to do, and he got it. This is what happens when you get a fucking legal kill.
Bro, 3 people attempted to kill him. You've seen the videos. Kyle tried running away, but Hasan ignores all of that and just says it's the conservative fantasy, murdering people.
The greatest thing that could have happened to internet conservatives is this, because this is their fantasy. This is like the psychopathic, bloodthirsty fantasies that they've all had. Okay.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy shit. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their...
Let me make sure I heard this correctly, yo.
See, this is like the psychopathic, bloodthirsty fantasies that they've all had. Okay.
My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers in a video game. Sorry. Holy
Because somebody want to exercise their right to not rent out a property to a specific person, it's not because of their race or gender or disability or anything like that. You should kill them. Have their blood flowing through the streets. Peaceful, right? Intelligent, right? Good debater. Yeah, he's not a hypocrite at all. Like, oh man, it's stuff like this that makes me really grateful for my life. no matter how hard it may be, because I still have my peace of mind. I still have my logic. I still have my intelligence. And as much as life may suck or hard it may be, still not one of these people. I'm still not Hasan. I'm not a person like Hasan. I'm not one of his viewers. And something like that does give me hope for the future, because that means that everything is fucked up. There is still some bright spots. Truly. You gotta take pride and enjoy and acknowledge the small things in life. And one of the small things that it turns out to be a big thing when you really think about it, is that you're not somebody like him, or somebody that agrees with him or watches him. Outside of, pure entertainment is stupidity. Because there are people like that too. So if you are a Hasan viewer and you don't agree with him, then you're not just automatically stupid. Sorry if I might have said that earlier, but I'm not perfect. Never will be.
Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Red capitalist blood is stupid fuck. Make money off of capitalism, but you talking about some red capitalist blood. Ain't gonna say it.
There's a study where it says that more cops actually die from suicide. I don't know, than gunfire and on the line of duty deaths.
What are you getting at?
Just nothing. I'm just saying, let's get those numbers up, baby.
Hey, remember, it's everyone else who's bloodthirsty. Definitely not Hasan, who laughs when cops get.
Yeah, like I want to do a video on this, like just its own separate video of just showing how cops have to deal with messed up stuff, because we always think about how evil cops are, especially nowadays. But when people, choose to off themselves, if you know what I mean, or kids get hurt, or kids get kidnapped, or all this other traumatic stuff, horrible stuff that nobody else will want to see. Cops have to see that first. Like, bro, this is not like a game. Like, these terrible murders, serial killers, victims, like all types of debauchery or butchery or disgusting stuff that you may actually listen to or read about, especially through YouTube videos or social media posts, and have these grisly stories, like, oh yeah, like true crime. Like, if you love some true crime and all the messed up stuff that happens to these people, like, and when their bodies get found, like, oftentimes if it's not a family member, it's a cop that's first on the scene. And even if it's not the cop first on the scene, he's the next one on the scene. They have to see that stuff and live with it. People don't think about it, they don't give a shit, but they just throw out labels and pieces of shit like Hasan. I'm gonna do a video on that, just focusing on that so I can talk about it.
Get killed.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Watch out! Are you okay?
No, you shot me!
Oh, God. Are you okay?
What's that funny?
His poor reporting continues when Iran would fire a missile at a US base. Breaking news. But somehow, Hasan already knows it's an inside job. It's the CIA. He's going to speak with absolute authority while having no source.
Wait, what? Attack on US consulate in Iran happening now? False flag. 100%. MEK false flag. MEK actors, 0% chance that is so fucking sussy. Oh no. Oh, that's what's going on in Iraq, the American base that was under attack? No fucking shot. When I say MEK, I just mean CIA. I said MEK, but I mean CIA. Rumors saying the missiles were launched from Iran. I mean, dog. Come on, bro. Like, come the fuck on. You think about this. The Iranian government, after like years of crippling sanctions, despite fucking following the denuclearization agreements under Donald Trump, still got more sanctions and still got fucked over time and time again, who are still trying to, according to the U.S. State Department, very close to finalizing the denuclearization deal this week, ends up bombing an American base? Like, really, dude? What the fuck are you talking about?
At this point, US intelligence says that Iran shot the missiles. Hasan then implies all of his viewers are racist who are believing in the US reporting.
Yes, dude, I'm wrong, okay? It's probably Iran. You're right. It's probably Iran fucking blowing shit up for no reason. You're right. Let's believe that instead. You got it. It's Iran doing it 100%. Iran's the one doing it. They're irrational. God damn it, dude. I'm so annoyed. Like, one fucking dub for the American intelligence, and they never shut the fuck up. These goddamn stupid, pathetic little sniveling cowards living in the imperial core that.
Boy, he perfectly personifies Twitter. Because I don't understand these type of people. You hate America so much. You want it to suffer so much. You want it to take an L so badly. But you continue to live here and enjoy all the benefits of American culture, American economic systems, while talking shit on it. You're willing to enjoy American peace through military or any other asset that we may have, but you talk shit on it. Like, why don't you just leave if you hate it so much here? I don't understand it. And it's not about picking people out who disagree with the government, because I don't trust the government either. But I'm not going to say I want us to suffer. I want us to take an L. Like everything's like our fault. Like there's a difference. You could be an intelligent, you can be a person that can criticize the government while at the same time want us to do better. Such a way that doesn't make you really so hateful of America and of itself. Why don't you just go away? Go to another country. I don't get it.
Regularly are like, I love war! I love war! I fucking love murder! I want more war!
Iran then took credit for the attack, and Hasan's chat corrects him. Now does Hasan apologize and correct the story? No. Instead, he fumbles around trying to come up with a sarcastic comeback, then he pretends to get distracted by a random message in chat, and then he just leaves with an unrelated video playing in the background.
Yeah, you're right. It's like, I'm sorry, it's just so much easier for, you guys are right. It's so much easier for me to just always fucking blame whoever you're pronouncing Iran wrong? Wait, what? I'm not.
I can't afford to buy a sub, so I use my free Prime sub for this man.
Praising the local communists. Meanwhile, Disney executives say they will not produce any new films.
He then comes back.
What a dumb what a combo. So first, some person decided to use a free Prime sub on this idiot. He doesn't acknowledge it. Then he doesn't finish off him acknowledging he was wrong. Then he plays a video of, I guess, something related to the missile, but he's not gonna stick around to actually react to and give commentary. He's gonna take a dumb piss. Like, come on, you always shitting out your mouth. I don't know why you won't just piss out and sit in the chair and react to a video at the same time too. This is, he's so, Twitter, he is him.
In molds because he's so wrong all the time.
I just like, I fucking hate that no matter what happens going forward, everyone's always gonna be like, dude, foreign policy, doesn't matter that you got like pretty much every single premise right, but your conclusion was wrong.
It's always wrong. Russia was deploying units across the Ukraine border. US intelligence said that they were going to invade, but Hasan and his intelligence team of absolutely no one says no.
And we got a lot to talk about. I was right about Ukraine. That's right. War is not imminent. Oh, shock.
I think maybe I'll tell my editors to do this, but I think I'll just change I'll change this every day to Ukraine has still not been invaded by Russia every day. Change it to Russia still has yet to invade Ukraine. And it's like day 11 at this point, you know what I mean?
He'd post J-Station memes making fun of people worried about the imminent invasion, and when his completely arrogant and baseless predictions would be proven wrong, he'd go on and make more arrogant and baseless predictions.
The reason why I'm saying a lot of the information that's coming out of the State Department is wrong or outright false is because what I'm showing you right now is literally people talking about like bombing Kiev. That is insane. That's psychotic.
That's exactly what happened. But nothing has been worse than his coverage of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Uh-oh. Here we go, Fingo, into the deep weeds. Alright, so I'm already at like 30 minutes on this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just stop right here, and then I'm gonna just start recording the next reaction to the Israel-Palestine part, like immediately right after. That way this doesn't end up being like an hour long, because at a certain point it just starts to be like a little bit much. And of course, this is gonna be like a good decent chunk, like like 13 minutes. So I'm probably gonna stretch that out a little bit. So like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm finna do the Israel-Palestine part right after this, and I have that link down below. Let me know what you think. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.